Hey everyone, this is part 3 of the public policy paper, but actually assignment 2. The first part was step 1 and step 2, which is find a policy area and do your annotated bibliography. Part 3 is now let's start writing. You should have already completed your policy area sort of research, figured out sort of what area you're looking at and started to examine that sort of area. You should have started reading literature, making some annotations in your annotated bibliography, and turn that in. So now we need to move into the writing phase. So this assignment is really to get you started with writing and to help you write better. And so thinking about what you have read and what you have researched so far, I want you to introduce the issue that you are looking at. What is the public policy area that you're looking at? What are the sub sort of issues that you are going to examine in this 10-page paper, and write about it. 1 to 2 pages. This is just to introduce sort of your topic. I want you to talk about, like what is the area? What are some of the main issues that are going on? Who are the main sort of players, the people who are involved in this sort of thing, and who sort of administers current policy in this sort of area. The point of this is to help you practice having concise and succinct writing. For a lot of us, we want to go on and on and on and on, but for a research and policy paper, we need to really practice at being very brief and high impact in the things that we write. And so for tips for this stage, what I want you to do is write. Editing can't be done without writing, and so getting stuff on the page is the most important part. Editing is always easier than writing, and so just putting words down on the paper is the most important part. Writing doesn't have to be linear. You don't have to start with sentence 1 and build from there. Write whatever is coming to mind, and then you can move stuff around. That's what the beauty of technology is. Use titles and subheaders to be your friend. So put, like the intro to the issue, who are the key players, whatever it is that helps you to organize, and work on those pieces independently. You don't have to go from start to finish. You can go all over the place. Now, this is a research paper, and so it is not uncommon to have every single sentence cited. You are not experts, you're students, and you are relying on other people's work, other expert work, and so you will need to cite that. There's no such thing as too much citation. If every single sentence that you write is cited, perfect, great. I totally expect those sort of things. Now, in terms of writing, paraphrasing is a must. Number 1, you need to paraphrase so that you're not plagiarizing. You can't just take other people's words and make them your own, but you can read them, try to figure out what it is that they were saying, and then rephrase them, and that's called paraphrasing. And so number 1, that avoids plagiarism, and number 2, it helps with reading flow. A lot of times students want to just put in direct quotes into their papers, and so it just reads like a jumble of direct quote, and that's really jarring for a reader to read. And so I want you to read through the information, synthesize it, paraphrase it, but also cite so that you're not stealing somebody else's work. And that is what I want you to do. I'm having you do this 1 to 2 page assignment so that I can really go through and line item edit and show you what I want and what is not what I want, and correct all of these sort of things, so that when you go into your next part of the paper, which is writing the longer draft, you'll have a sense of what it is that I'm looking for in terms of writing style, citation style, and all those sort of things, right? So this is just a intro sort of paper. Get the words down on paper, get a idea of how things are going to flow, and then I will give you lots of feedback so that your first draft will be much more effective. All right, thanks. Bye.